Okay, hello. How is everybody? Good to be back. Yes, I've been away for 4 or 5 days, and Jane and I have been to a wedding over in France. It's my sister's daughter. In fact, she's my granddaughter. So we went to a wedding over there to Chateau. And Jane and I, obviously, on this coming Monday Fun Day, will bring you up to date with all of the goings on at this wedding. It really was a fantastic time. A big thank you, guys, to everybody who has either messaged us or who has liked the photos or commented on the photos and all of the rest of it. Really pretty blown away, actually. Really was a fantastic time. So today is Tuesday, the 25th of June. So let's bring you Colonel Daniel Lee. Thank you so much for your super sticker, my friend. That's very kind of you. And a happy 4th anniversary. I just saw that for being on passive 222. Who was it? I just missed it. I can't see who it was. Sorry. It was a 4th anniversary for. See if I can find it. There you go, Kim Mills. Happy 4th anniversary to you. Okay, so let's bring you up to date with on passive stuff since Thursday last week. Obviously, that's the last time I did my live, and I'll just briefly bring you up to date with what's happened over the last few days. You probably know anyway, but hey. On the update, guys, so here we go. So Thursday, the 20th of last week, we had a brand new website. They seem to be a bit sporadic at the moment. Obviously, we were getting them Wednesdays, and there seems to be a bit of a break at the moment. But brand new websites at the moment. Go and take a look at it. I was actually looking around it this morning. And not only should you be checking out the read more areas of the new website, but I've noticed there's a lot more hyperlinks in there as well. What are hyperlinks? They are clickable, normally a slightly different color within the text of the web page. Again, if it's hyperlinked, go and check it out to see where it goes and what information it gives you. It really will broaden your understanding of ONPASSIVE that little bit more if you go and check out all those areas. So brand new website last Thursday, and also we had a 10-day extension to OConnect as well last Thursday, the 20th. So officially we are now halfway through that 10-day extension. Friday then, what happened on Friday? You will have probably noticed, or if you didn't notice, but because OTracker hadn't been renewed for about 4 or 5 days, it was actually missing off the menu bar in your OES ecosystem. So if for those who you astute ones, okay, you would have noticed that the OTracker was missing from that. And also that day as well, the 21st, Friday, we had 2 new links added to the My Links section of your ecosystem. So that's link number 73 and 74. That's for the 2 previous web pages. So we're completely up to date, bar the brand new one we've got now. And there was also a brand new pop-up, and this pop-up was superseding the last pop-up, which was about the payment gateways, etc. So that is in your ecosystem. If you haven't read it, pop over, have a read of it, and that will bring you back up to date with where we are at the moment as far as payment processes are concerned. Saturday, nothing was going on, but Sunday, Marty and Chris's live. Ash was in their chat area during their live that they did. Again, some good little nuggets were coming out of that. Just a few bits and pieces, nothing about business whatsoever, but certainly motivational comments from our CEO were in the chat area there. That was Sunday the 23rd. Yesterday then, Monday the 24th, we had a 21-day extension to OTracker, 21 days. Normally we get those in 10-day snippets, but this is a 21-day one. And also you will notice that the icon for OTracker is back in your menu bar as well. And there's also one little bit there as well within that menu bar. I wonder how many of you noticed this as well, but the OChat icon is slightly lower. If you remember before, it was kind of hovering over the OConnect icon, but if you go and check it out now, you'll know it's been dropped down slightly, so there you can get a good full view of the OConnect icon. So that's brought you up to date then with all the bits and pieces that I've been kind of following or seen over the last few days, even though I haven't been doing my lives for obvious reasons. I have been around and listening in to what is going on, especially to Marty and Chris. So today then, I've had a good look around, can't see anything at the moment that's standing out of me. But remember, we are planning on doing a 360 tomorrow. That's going to be at 12 Eastern. And all of the details for that are going to be put in your OFounders updates section. And I'm sure it's going to be shared out everywhere as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Marty will post that out as soon as he can. So let's bring you up to date with the topic I want to talk about today, and that is who's got your back. Now, before I circle back round to ONPASSIVE, obviously, everybody really needs to know that someone in their own personal life has got their back, haven't they? I mean, it really is part of our security blanket, I suppose. Irina Steksala, thank you so much for your super sticker. Everybody kind of needs to have, you know, somebody that they can rely on, somebody that they know has got their back in a personal view. And don't forget, not everybody has got a person that they know who's got their back. Obviously, many people use religion to know that God has got their back, for instance. But normally in everyday life, a best friend, somebody they can turn to, a best mate, somebody that they know come hell or high water. Vaveen Benny, thank you for your super sticker. Has got your back. Come hell or high water, doesn't really matter where you are, what you've done, what you're doing, what you've got yourself into, you know that there is somebody there who has got your back and is there for you whenever you need them. And it's not necessarily somebody you speak to on a daily basis. It's not necessarily somebody you see on a daily basis, but just to have that one person that you know has got your back. You know, I think it pretty is a really important part of your life to know that whether it's somebody with it or it's a religious thing, to know that God's got your back or a person's got your back. It really is important. The same is really important in business, to know that a company or the business that you are involved with have got your back. And why have I chosen this topic for today? I've chosen it because of our business ONPASSIVE, that it really is important that you guys know how much the company has got your back. They do everything and are doing everything for you guys. They are not doing it for themselves. They are doing it for the success of us. This really is a company that has got your back. And ONPASSIVE go way above and beyond to make sure that we are assured our success within this business. Now, we might not necessarily understand it all right now. We might not necessarily know it all right now. And I'm sure there is going to be people out there thinking, Red, you're talking a biggest load of drivel. How do we know this? Well, I can tell you now, if you look at what has happened, if you look at what the company is still doing and the no quit attitude of our CEO and the company to continually drive forward, come hell or high water, for the benefit of us, then surely you know that this company has our backs. And it really is important to try and relax knowing that if things aren't going to your personal timeline within this business, then that doesn't mean to say that the company haven't got our best interests at heart. They always do, they always have, and they always will have the user and the affiliate and the founder at the heart of everything they do. I've said it many, many times that this company is not here to rip us off. If the company was here to basically make money for themselves, to line their own pockets, what would they have been doing? What would other normal companies that we've maybe been involved with, what would they be doing? They would be leaving that door open for people to be able to pay for products, for us to be able to pay for products. They would be able, they would show the commissions going into our wallets, but because we can't access those at the moment, they said, no, let's get rid of this backlog first before we move forward, before we open those gates once again commercially. Let's sort out the problem first. Let's not just be greedy. Let's not just take more money. Okay, they are taking the hit at the moment because they've got bills to pay, they have staff to pay, they have rent to pay, and I'm sure they've got other bills that are incurred as well. Hosting, for instance, insurances, etc., etc., that they are paying out of their own pockets, because it's certainly not coming from the founders paying for products and services on a monthly basis. It's certainly not from new users paying for products on a monthly basis, because those gates are closed, unless you can pay with crypto, of course, and then obviously there is that opportunity. But generally speaking, most people like using cards to be able to purchase what they want online. And this is why I really do believe that this company has got our backs. And it's a very, very securing feeling, knowing that everything that's going on is being done for our benefit. Now, like I said, there is going to be people who don't believe me. There's going to be people saying, I don't believe what you're saying, Red, at all. I can't see that. We haven't seen any movement and all the rest of it. And I get that and I understand that. But if you zoom out a little bit, rather than focusing on the payment aspect of ONPASSIVE, if you zoom out and have a look at all the things that are still going on all of the time within ONPASSIVE, then you know that this is still a business that is pushing forward, regardless of this one area that's going to affect us massively not being open at the moment. There is still plenty going on behind the scenes that ONPASSIVE are able to do to expand their business. Look at Dr. Taroko in Egypt, what he's posting out, Omedia, what they post out on ONPASSIVE every single day, 2 or 3 different videos on our products and services. You know, all of these things point continually to a business that is pushing forward, regardless of this logjam that we have at the moment. I think that we all know there's been a problem with the payments. We all know that the payment gateways are causing an issue. But one thing we do know is that the focus for the company is certainly on getting this fixed before we move forward, because it's not in the company's interest to just try and do a sticky plaster band-aid fix to this problem. Whatever has happened, and I'm sure at some point down the line we will get to find out what happened, but for now these are details that we do not need to know. And in fact, the company is shielding us from those aspects because we don't need to know. Ash has always said, go about your daily lives. ONPASSIVE is here. We're not going anywhere. Okay, go about your daily lives, stay engaged, stay plugged in, and when things get going and cooking again, then you can start 100%, you know, with what is going on with ONPASSIVE. I do it, as you know. I've been away at a wedding. I'm away again this weekend with my parents for a couple of days. I am living my life. I know the company has got my back. I know the company are doing everything that they possibly can. And before people start saying, well, it's all right for you, Red, because you have a very strong relationship with the CEO. Yes, I have a relationship, but it is certainly not to the extent that you guys may think. I do not need babysitting. I don't need to have the approval, I suppose, of the CEO. I know exactly where I am within this business and the importance of what I try and bring to the table. So that I feel that I am doing my part for the company, for you guys, and of course for myself. And this is why I do it. I'm part of a very small cog in a huge, massive business. We all are. We are all so important to the success of ONPASSIVE. And in return, guess what the company are going to do? They are going to reward us in any and every way they can legally possibly do it. The more that you put in to ONPASSIVE, the more you will get back out of ONPASSIVE. I can assure you of that. The bigger part that you play within ONPASSIVE, the bigger your success will be. Now, I'm not talking about how big your team is. I'm not talking about how much effort you put into it compared to somebody else. I'm talking about you doing your part in your way that you possibly can. And that is all that is asked. How many times has our CEO said the same things? Be engaged and be positive. That's all he has ever expected from all of us. And that is really the part that you play. If you're negative about ONPASSIVE, it's easy, just leave. No one's forcing anybody to stay. If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen, as they say, or just go and do something else for a while. Come back a little bit later. I'm noticing a few old faces who have been away for a while who come back in again for various reasons. Life throws curveballs at many of us. Many of these curveballs are way out of our own controls. We have no way of knowing they might be coming our way. And when they hit, they're devastating. They take your focus away from what you want to do, but they have to be dealt with. And so you focus your energies on something else that is away from ONPASSIVE. But ONPASSIVE is not going anywhere. ONPASSIVE is certainly not going to give up on you guys as long as you're positive and as long as you've been engaged. If you want to come back in and be more prominent, the door is always open for you. Look what Marty and Chris are doing right now, shining the light. We actually want as many people to be prominent within ONPASSIVE as we possibly can. There's plenty of room for everybody. You know, sometimes, you know, it's nicer to have other people alongside you, you know, talking about ONPASSIVE. This is really what we want to try and achieve. And that is us doing our part for the business. That is the affiliates doing what we can in our own way for the company. The company are doing everything they possibly can with what they have to sort things out. And if we can do our part as well, then it really is going to accentuate and to solidify this movement that we call ONPASSIVE. Anyway, I thought I'd bring that to the table today. Just know that you know that ONPASSIVE has your back. And that is a very sobering thing to know, that you are in a company that's not going anywhere. It's not going to fold, but they are doing everything for the benefit of you guys out there. Anyway, let's go to the chat. So we'll start off with you guys in the Tea Clubbers area. Let's just have a look at something a minute. No, they haven't changed that yet. And they haven't done that yet. Okay. So we'll start with Ferris Khan. Typing is Ash coming to 360 as many times as possible is not going to make him come. As always, my friend, he is given the invite to 360 and is entirely up to him whether he comes or not. We all hope he will, my friend, but there is never any guarantee. So we'll start with everyone in green. So we'll start with Aveen Benny, Minnow Miller, hi to you, and Kaylee, Gina Lever, and Stuart Molyneux. You are there. And Kaylee Nagaraj, hi to you, my friend. And Michelle Champagne, thumbs up from Jarmo as well. Karen Thomas is in the house as well. Pretty Hendry, the lovely Fatima. Hello, darling. And anybody else in green? Let's have a look. David Schweitzer is there as well. And Krista Grazier. All you guys are all tea clubbers, along with Callistro, who's having a beautiful morning. Fantastic. And George Wheeler is there as well. Myra Queener, thank you for the text. I got that, Myra. Pretty Hendry is there as well. We'll move over then. We shall do Kushal Pegu, Raphael Saint-Germain, and Frank Rowe, Vera Washington, Taryn Yar, Connie Modes, Medisea, I think that is. Lucy is there. Brilia Mormin, Kofi, Roy Davis from Florida. I saw you was by. Angela Lynn is tea clubbing it. Najar Ramu, hi to you, my friend. Mayuri Tienda. Wayne Gladding, hi Sunil. And Curtis Strickland is there. Pat Parent and John Berea, Robert Rehos, Gemma Ramaki, Arvin Kaur, Joseph Addo. Hi to you. Narelle Walcon is up late and in Australia. Brian Quirk is there. Hello, my friend. Bolty Pradhan and Dominic Henderson. Who else have we got? Lynn Nakamoto is there. Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you. Pat Parent and who else we got? David Rosowski with the new dog. Hi to you. Michael Morse, Ruth Pace, Juanita Slack. We got MacArthur Robinson. Hi to you. Kiana McLaughlin. Dimmel Das. Birgit Johansson is tea clubbing it. Bajin Lal, I think that is. Frank Rowe, if I haven't said hello to you. Connie Modes, James Hawkins, Pamela Edwards, Mary Tienda, and who else have we got? Rosehip Pandav. Couple more then we shall do. Irina Stexala, Juanita Slack, Abbas Baba, Azarkhan. Hello, mate. Long time no see. Good to see you here, my friend. Sherry Dursworth. Last one then we'll go to Mavis Brony because she is waving frantically at me. Anyway, guys, that's it from me today. Hope it's been useful. Hope it's been of value. Brought you up to date with what's gone on in the last 4 days. Obviously, as always, hopefully we'll see our CEO tomorrow on 360. If not, we're going to be doing it anyway, and we will obviously do week in review and bring you up to date with everything else. But look out for the link for that. It's going to be posted out. And we will see you all on that. I'll probably do a little bit of a warm-up first, and then we'll see you over there at midday Eastern Daylight Time. That's it for me. Bye for now.